Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Blaze and welcome back to UniversIO. In the last episode, we were working with the runic altar, making all of the various runes from Britannia, as well as, progressing through and getting the scroll of transmutation. We managed to complete the first chapter, Act Alpha, the Primal Age. We did all of this stuff and got the Industrial Age unlocked. So, and then we finished off last time, don't look over there, with that machine, which is making us the Cosmic Dust, and quite a lot of it. Last time I checked, there was like 170. There's probably a lot more. I wish this rain would go away. That is the one bad thing about the way the beds work in this mod pack. I wish I could just sleep and make the rain go away, but doesn't work that way, unfortunately. So, like I said, last time we did a lot of Britannia stuff. Today we are going to be working in the new quest line, getting into a mod I've never messed with called Reactive, and a mod that I've not messed with in a long time, PneumaticCraft, which, oh, there's some bad memories there. It's not a bad mod. It's a good mod, but there's some systems that are just really annoying. So yeah, that's what the plan is. We're also going to be heading down to Purgatory because I went ahead and cleaned up all down here. I even so this is covered, but I even lit up all of the area down there. There should be no mobs spawning down there anymore. It is nice and safe, but I have a very nice long tunnel all the way to the bottom of the world. Not quite to Purgatory, so that happens at Y level -62. I think I'm at like Y level -60. So we'll go do that in a little bit. But first things first, I've been working very hard on organizing all of our stuff and making some storage. So I have a bunch of storage drawers for all of our elements, and these are in order until this group because we don't have enough drawers. I don't know for sure if this is where we're going to like have our base permanently or not. So I'm not committed to fully, making a periodic table with drawers. I do plan on doing that once I know, but that is something that we'll worry about later. It actually works out really nicely to use drawers for that. And then I have general storage over here, kind of sorted into, those don't go in there. Those are organics. I just put them in there. Just kind of sorted best I can. So it's somewhat nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So first things first, we are going to get into a little bit of Reactive, and questline in this mod pack is not the best. It doesn't tell you how to do everything. You got to kind of figure things out, as we've discovered, getting charcoal and all that kind of fun stuff. So we need to get litmus paper, and to get litmus paper, it says we need transmutation, crucible with mind power. And mind power doesn't say. It says see Journal of Alchemy and experiment with different things to discover what might create this power. Now, there is another quest right here called Funny Waters that says these are each power with their respective elements way to get. And it tells you all of the stuff. I'm hoping if we make the Crucible, which I don't know how much room this is going to take, but we're going to do this just right over here. It requires a cauldron that we hit with the Scroll of Transmutation. In fact, it does. And so we have a crucible. I was worried about that. I was hoping, did this just give me, oops. It just gave me paper back. Okay. All things considered, to get more of this scroll of transmutation, I think it was just, it's just a little bit of mana, really. Because you get all the runes back, it's just the paper that you get transferred. So, not too bad. So yeah, we're gonna make the book, and we're gonna learn about this mod because I do not know anything about it. And of course, the book doesn't actually show up with that. It is alchemy. So, Journal of Alchemy requires a stick, a book, and a glass bottle. We have the glass bottle. We have the sticks. That's easy. In fact, let's make just a bunch of sticks. Good to have sticks. We just need a book. Paper, canvas, straw, cutting board, rice, or okay. Canvas rug, that doesn't really do much for us. Leather is like the best thing we can get. Do we have any leather? No. Alright. This book is going to be challenging. How else can we get it? We can... Alchemy catalyst. We don't have that. Leather armor. Saddles. Horse armor. I don't believe we have any of that. Alright. I think we're going to have to just go murder a cow. There are cows out there, but we're going to have to wait till it is daytime. So, we're going to need some more paper as well. That is at least easy. These botany pods are doing fantastic at making everything we could possibly want organic. At least for right now, we have a bunch of wheat. We have a lot of melons. I might switch that over to something else. We have a good bit of wood and other things. So, all things considered, not too bad. So, just make sure there's nothing in here. Yeah, I need a book. And let's just go ahead and sleep the rest of the night. It's going to take like 10 seconds. So that's not too bad. And hopefully it'll stop raining. I really hate the rain in this mod pack just because you can't get rid of it. At least not easily. So we get... Okay, cool. So we get the leather. We just need to find a cow. You know what? Better option. A little bit less, I don't know. I always feel bad about murdering horses. But horses aren't terribly useful to us usually. So, they'll drop leather eventually, right? Alright. So, oh, those are just flowers. I was not sure what was over there. Looked like a witch. Okay. I just need some leather, please. To be fair, I think animals will respawn. There's not too much concern. There is a cow over there. I tried not to have to murder a cow. I tried to go for the horses instead, but looks like this cow hopefully will drop us some leather. There we go. Okay, now we can make the book. And with the book, we can hopefully learn what to do. That is going to be the challenge. So, let's just make a book. And then, let's just shift click. It doesn't like it if it's in the crafting table already, which is weird, but whatever. And we'll put all this stuff away. Cool. So, Journey of Alchemy. Awesome. There is a guide. The crucible. Power crucible is an essential tool of alchemy. Shift click its icon to see how to make one. Yep. So, fill with water by hand. Automated piping cannot be used. Empty it with a shift click. Okay, that's pretty standard. When items that bear power are added to the crucible, their power is extracted. Usually this leads to the existential collapse of the item in question. I like the way this is worded. So, tone of the water inside. If particles begin to escape, evidence of reaction. So, For the engineering oriented. Okay, this is more. Dispensers are able to fill and empty. Okay, hopper can add. Okay. So, powers. Okay, those are the base powers. There's also acid body invertant. We're going to need acid a lot of times. So, in a solution, powers might react with each other. Okay. They destroy each other. I'm going to have to look into this mod a lot more later. But it sounds like what we need to do is fill this with water. I kind of regret putting that. You know what? Let's move it. We can move it. Hopefully. If we pick it up, we certainly can. Let's put it over here next to our water source, so it's a little bit more convenient. And let's cheat a little bit. So litmus paper requires paper and mind power. And mind power is nitrogen. Alright, so presumably we put nitrogen in here. And then paper. Do we have to click on it? I'm gonna probably have to go read on this. So it might also be that it's not nitrogen, the elemental, but that's nitrogen dioxide. So, not entirely sure. So I think what we're gonna have to do is read up on that. So, you know what? Let's take a second to step back from that. I'm going to put this stuff in here for right now. We do not need a water bucket for this next little adventure. And I'm going to put away some things that are a little bit more important. We're going to want to keep gravity on us. And we're going to want to grab some stairs. Not many, but a few. And let's go to Purgatory. So I'm pretty sure that this is going to be the Nether. Kinda obvious. And so, but by the way, we would do the other quests. So the compressed iron or the compressed stone. However, there's only 2 ways to make those easily right now. Later we can use a pressure chamber. That'll be nice and simple, relatively. But right now, transmutation is the way you make compressed stone. Apparently that's the only way. The compressed iron can also be made with an explosion of normal iron, but we can't really get normal iron yet. So we gotta wait until we can figure out this reactive mod. And what I'm gonna probably do, we're gonna go to Purgatory, and then I'm gonna read up on the book and see what I can find out about it. Yeah, this tunnel is very long. But I'm going to find out what I can find out about it and see if I can't figure out what we're supposed to be doing. And then, yeah, we'll be able to do all the stuff with it pretty easily. So all the way down here, we are at negative Y60-ish. And 2, 3, 4, 5. So right there is the bedrock, and that is probably, you know, I realize we're probably gonna want to do something like this, and there we go. Purgatory. Not what I expected. Hi, Zachary. Bronze coins, bricks. Alright. Well, I kind of feel bad for these guys, but this is not at all what I was expecting. Purged sand. Now here is... Oh, well, I know how we can get back. One, we're going to do something. I almost forgot about this. Tempad. I gotta remember... Run program, new location. We're going to call this Purgatory, if I can spell. Add location. So now we can teleport back here fairly easily. So what's the quest say about this? We're gonna get a blaze mesh. That's nice. And are these all masons? You're a mason. Do masons just go to Purgatory? Is this a... Is this a slide on people named Mason or something? I don't know. I like these houses though. Yeah, they're... Oh no, you're an armorer. Okay. Blast furnace. We might be able to get some good stuff from here. Another armorer. Lava pool. What are you? Mason, Mason. Yeah, so it is... I like this villager setup type of thing. That's another Mason. That's... You're a Fletcher, whoever lives here. Unfortunately, the fletching table is not particularly useful. You are not a Mason. No, you are a Mason. You are not a Mason. You are the Fletcher? I just don't think that there's many good trades here. Maybe this is something we'll need later, but I don't really see much use for it. So, I will tell you guys what. I am going to... Actually, let's... Before we do anything else, let's just pick a random house. Can we not break this? Okay, purge sand. Not a thing we can do. So, on one hand, there's a lot of masons here. There are so many masons. On one hand, there is, I guess, some use to this. I mean, there's a lot of villagers. Another armorer, which means that there's probably a blast furnace around. That's another fletching table. And I think you are the Fletcher. But, like, for the most part, these guys aren't terribly useful to us. So, what we're going to do is we're going to run the program Earth Base Teleport. We're going to head out of there. But, technically we have access to villagers now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read up on this reactive mod, and we'll come back once I know what I'm doing. So, be right back. Alright, let's see if this works. So I think the problem is I wasn't adding enough nitrogen. I don't know exactly how much nitrogen we need, but here's a bunch. And there it changed color. That is what we're looking for. And now I believe, can we right click? No, we just drop it in and we get a reaction. And there is the litmus paper. So that is the key. I think I ended up putting in about half a stack of nitrogen, so that seems to be good enough, but we'll see if that's always enough. And mined medium stable. Okay. I kind of wish it would like say it and not just have me have to look at it. So that is that quest. No rewards. And funny waters. So this gives you a bunch of different things that you can put in to get the different powers. Alright, so now that we know that, what do we need for compressed iron? We need normal iron and acid, and for compressed stone, we need smooth stone and acid. The compressed stone is probably the more important thing right now, because that secretly makes some really good things, like, you know, a furnace. A furnace would be nice, so that we could, you know, smelt up things like the smooth stone that goes into it. So yeah, that is what we're going to do first. So we need acid power. And acid is going to be from... I should probably make a sign. I'll probably do that between episodes. I'll make a sign that says all the different things, so I don't have to look at the quest book constantly. But acid, please be phosphorus. Okay, how much phosphorus do we have? Hopefully a good bit. About half a stack. Let's take most of it. and we'll see what we can do. The other thing that we're going to need is the smooth stone. And so let's go ahead and get... Actually, we don't need to get anything. I believe... Can't we get smooth stone from normal stone, from cobblestone, all around the pure daisy? Wow. I can talk. I don't know why I struggle with that one. So presumably we can do this. Let's put in like 16 phosphorus. That didn't go in. I've got a shift click. I gotta remember that. And it changed colors. Good. So now if we right click this, acid, medium, stable. Oh, no, no, no. Alright, that's fine. There's a spider about to attack me. Oh no, he just wants to watch. I'll let him watch for now. And then I will murder him. Presumably, spider eyes are actually really good for acid as well. I'm not sure if that's true. That's something I read from the book. And I'm not 100% positive on that, but it's not a terrible thing to try. Apparently this mod is very trial and error, which isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to figure it out for the first time, it's not the best. You kind of want to know a little bit more of what you're doing. Alright, so that seemed to make a bunch of this. So it is medium stable. Oh, it's got below reaction threshold. Okay. So let's go ahead and empty that out. If we need more acid, we'll get that. Shouldn't be too difficult. But we have the compressed stone now. And that, yep, wants us to make a furnace immediately. Because that's going to be pretty useful, to be perfectly honest. So, furnace, firebox. Let's put it here. And cool. That's as far as we get on that. So, the last thing we need to do is the compressed iron. So, we're going to need more acid power. So, we're going to need more phosphorus. But, you know, we have... I'm kind of curious how many we have. We have a few. I'm actually going to turn this off for right now. And let's just go ahead and get like... I really don't like how drawers work in this. I don't know why it doesn't always let you pull out the stuff, but whatever. So we have a bunch of cosmic dust, so we can just right click it. In fact, let's just hold right click in the air, and this doesn't work too well. But we have a lot of elements, and what would be nice is a drawer controller so we could put all this stuff away pretty easily. But that's probably not going to be something we can do anytime soon. I've looked at the recipe. It's not the easiest. So let's just try to put anything and everything away. I don't know what all... what all we can get from the cosmic dust. But let's experiment with the spider eye. So if we throw a spider eye in, it gets used. And litmus paper says acid low, but it's stable. So let's grab a little bit of phosphorus and just make this a little bit more acidic. And throw the stone we made in there. And it looks like it's changed colors slightly, but it's still very low acid. So we're going to need more. And then we'll grab some iron and get as much compressed iron as we can out of it. So now it is high acid. How much iron do we have? We don't actually have that much, so let's get like 16 and see if we can get 16 compressed iron. Kind of strange that we're getting compressed iron before actual iron, but that is still medium active, medium level acid, so that works pretty nicely. And okay, iron and glass, fortified stone, okay, makeshift pump. A lot of this stuff, okay, it just takes a lot of iron. What we probably need more than anything is the pressure. But, so the compressed iron is going to allow us to start getting into PneumaticCraft, which, if you don't know what pneumatics are, it's basically using air pressure to do stuff. In this mod, it is going to be a lot of using air pressure to change things, to make electronics later on, and just make things out of air pressure. One of the big things that we're going to be needing eventually is called a pressure chamber. That is pretty much the heart and soul of this entire the reinforced bricks is what requires that. You know what, let's get a stack of cobblestone cooking up with some charcoal. And the other thing I can do is I can start making more charcoal using logs and not have to worry about using the campfire anymore. But yeah, so the reinforced bricks are kind of gonna be key. And then we're also gonna need a pressure chamber valve, requires the walls, plus a tube. Or you can make a ton of them. Why would you want to do that? And then input outputs with a hopper. We've seen how to make hoppers. It's not too bad. No, we've not made actual hoppers yet. And that requires an actual hopper. So we're going to have to make actual iron at some point. Which looks like we're going to have to esoteric 3 power and work power with copper, and copper we get from, okay, we're gonna have to see. To be perfectly honest though, the interfaces are not necessary, they're just useful. So you know what, let's go ahead and end this off by making one set of the reinforced stone, and then yeah, we're going to call the episode there, and next time get into more stuff. So let's go ahead and get the reinforced stone. Strengthening bricks. So reinforced bricks. Okay. I mean, I guess I could go ahead and make that. And then pressure chamber walls. Oh, because those require the bricks. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I could just go ahead and do that right now. So we have the bricks. There's the stone. That is easy enough. Spread that evenly. Pressure chamber walls. Cool. So there is all the walls. And then it wants us to make the interfaces. So we're going to have to go down another path, probably. But we'll see. We'll see what we can get into. So that is going to be it for today's episode. We have a lot of pretty big things that we're working towards, and I always like to make a chest literally just to do to put the things I'm currently working on in. And so we're gonna do that here in the middle of the base, and put the pressure chamber stuff in there, the PneumaticCraft stuff. So what I'm going to do between episodes is I'm going to probably end up making a little bit more stuff with the crucible. Whether it's probably a mixture of getting more stone, compressed stone, and a little bit more compressed iron. I'm going to probably get through all this cosmic dust, get a bunch of elements kind of together. I do wonder. Whoops, wrong button. Can we make a dispenser? Dispenser requires redstone. That's unfortunate. We can't get redstone quite yet. I mean, I think we are close. Requires apprentice salts. And this is a result of a world-specific reaction. Okay, yeah, so it's a little bit more complicated than I think we can do right now. At least that I know how to do. So we'll worry about that later. But I wonder if a dispenser with the cosmic stuff would automatically make elements, if that would work. But I guess we'll have to find out another time. So that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!